Today at EUU Talk, we continue our exploration of young talents in the Philippines with an art form that speaks so naturally to Europeans, ballet dancing. And our guest is none other than the principal dancers of Ballet Philippines, the Prima Ballerina, Ms. Jemima Reyes. Thank you so much, Jemima, for being with us today at EUU Talk, our way of engaging with young talents in the Philippines. Where did you grow up and how was your childhood?
I grew up in a city of a province 3 hours away from Manila. It's in Cabanatuan City, Nueva Ecija. My childhood was pretty normal. I grew up in a home with my parents. I have 2 older siblings. We would go to school, me and my siblings. And then on the weekends, we'd do our extracurricular activities. We have piano lessons and then I have my ballet the whole afternoon. Of course, on Sundays, we would go to church.
How did you start being interested in dancing?
Young girl that I am, I would always go with her. I'll never let her leave the house without me. One of her classmates there asked if she would want me to go to a ballet class because they also offer ballet classes there. That's when she enrolled me at first. I remember crying at first because I didn't know anybody there and everyone knew each other and they were already paired up to do like the bunny hops and all the other exercises. But eventually, I liked it. I liked being there in the studio, being with my friends. That's when it started, and then my mom never let me stop doing ballet anymore. That's how I got into dancing at first. I started dancing when I was 3.
3?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And you started seriously when you were 4, right? Something like this.
I didn't really know that I was already serious about dance until I'm already dancing professionally. I'm just dancing. I'm just there. I'm just always there. I'm always enjoying. One day, I just realized, okay, I'm really in this. I'm a professional dancer.
When did you realize that?
It mattered so much more than anything.
And when you started to dance professionally, you had to move to the big city, right?
I moved to Manila, but then before that, I was 13. I studied in Philippine High School for the Arts. It's in Laguna. So at 13, I had to leave my hometown to move to a different...
A boarding school?
Yeah, a boarding school, yes.
By age 13, you know already you will be a dancer, right? Or there is still a doubt in your mind?
Yeah, it's still a doubt in my mind to pursue dance in college. I'm just really there for the ballet.
Right.
And the school.
So you pursue your education and you start your serious ballet education, right?
Yes.
From the outside, ballet dancing is both being an athlete, being an artistic performer, right?
Right. It was hard, of course. Unlike the normal school, we didn't have all the prom, all those parties. I wasn't able to attend my cousin's 18th birthday because I can't miss rehearsals. That's really actually my choice. And living in a home with other passionate artists didn't really feel like I left home because we're all together in that one place and doing what we love.
So living with other aspiring stars, dancers, you said you help each other because morally it can be tough to train every day, to rehearse every day. But at the same time you compete between each other, no? For
Yes.
the first place, right?
Right. We learned from that. Like when we were teenagers, I think we would compete for grades. You know, the teacher's approval. But eventually, I think as we age, we already know that we're gonna be doing different things and then eventually we find ourselves along the way because we also find out what matters more, what's more important, where we're going, finding our own identity. My pre-professional school is already affiliated with the company. And then when I entered college, I got the scholarship from Ballet Philippines because it's also affiliated with my college.
And from there on, from age 16 until now, basically you have 3, 4, 5 productions a year, right?
Yeah, right.
It must have been for live performers like you a terrible time, right?
It is.
How did you cope with it?
I was so into working out at home. I think I have channeled all my energy instead of like all the performances. I really gave time to strengthen my body, my muscles. I really had the time to like have a reset and like to eat nice food, like good food, like nutritious meals, like that I can really prepare. Yeah, that's mostly the hardest part of being in a pandemic.
But the other members of the company you kept together, in a sense, together not necessarily physically, but you continue to perform together?
Yes. Together in a sense, we would still see each other every day, and then we would meet for the shoot.
I read somewhere that you had a prize in Europe, in Hungary. When was that?
Yeah, that's in 2013. It was called Nureyev International Ballet Competition. I was a semi-finalist in Hungary, and my partner went into finals.
Okay.
I didn't really get into finals. I was a semi-finalist there.
When did you become the principal dancer of Ballet Philippines?
I was offered the title really in 2017.
All right. Okay.
Yes, but it was a complicated situation because in Ballet Philippines, sometimes there's a season that they would put ranks, and then some seasons they would like make everyone just in the same ranks.
Is it a stressful life to be a dancer? Are there sources of stress, like you mentioned the fear to get injured, to injure yourself? Is it something that is stressful, or ahead of a performance, the sentiment maybe not to feel completely ready, then some of the steps? Is it a stressful life to be a dancer, or is it, as you say, you channel your energy in the art and there is no such complications?
It's really part. Yeah,
Yes.
it's really part. It's just really just how you manage the stress.
Right.
Now
No regrets.
No regrets, of course. Really happy to be there. Really happy to be doing all those things. It was tiring, but yeah, I'm very fulfilling.
It's a lot of work, right?
It's
It's a lot of work, and as you say, it's a fulfilling life, correct?
It is.
Would you recommend a young lady in, I would say, a very young teenager, to embark on the same adventure as you? What kind of advice would you give?
I would advise to really love your craft, to really love your art, because it's gonna be quite a journey. But with love, if you love your art, with love it's easier. It's easier to accept things. It's easier to move forward from all the heartbreaks that you're going to encounter. It's gonna be a long process. You're gonna go through different phases of your life. If you're just 12 years old, you're gonna be going through so much phases of your life aside from just dancing.
Yeah.
But with love, yes, it's easier to accept things. It's gonna be lighter. It's gonna be more fun. Right before entering the pandemic, I've started teaching the younger ballerinas, and so far I'm enjoying it, and I really like working with the younger dancers.
Is it part of your contract, or is it something you asked for?
It's not part of any contract. It's me. That's why I work until Sunday. So that's really me, and I'd like to continue to do that, to share my knowledge to other young dancers as well.
Right. So, what's the next production?
We have Josa. It's gonna be in the Theater at the Soler on the April 14th, 15th, and 16th.
So, are you excited about this new production?
I am. I think a lot.
Are you ready?
We're almost there. Almost ready. It's a month from now, so things will be ready. We're almost there. We're done.
Let's invite our viewers to go to Soler.
I'm inviting everyone to watch our next production, Josa, at the Theater at the Soler on the April 14th, 15th, and 16th. And we hope to see you there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.